Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of my full collectibles walkthrough for Celeste. We're now in chapter 2, Old Site. In this video we'll be finding all non-mandatory collectibles, including all red strawberries, the B-side cassette and the secret heart. I will assume you have already beaten the game and have a good understanding of the movement options available to you. That said, I will not be using any advanced tech to collect anything, so that this guide is beginner friendly. As this is only focused on collectibles, I'll be speeding through the rest of the chapter where there is nothing to call out. If you are interested in a full walkthrough, please let me know in the comments down below. There will be timestamps to help you find any specific collectible you might be missing, and I'll be using the order of the berries as shown in the pause menu, which you can see here, so the little grey bars down at the bottom. Hopefully that will make it easy to navigate around if you're just missing one or two things. And with that, let's get started. So immediately we can ignore the golden berry, but the first thing we need to do is actually head straight up, which is a bit interesting. But the way we do this is actually the puzzle to collect the secret heart. So if we dash up here and then screen transition, we regain our dash and we can juggle that back and forth somewhat if you like, and that gives us access to this wall up here, and we can do the same thing there. Oh, let me just do a bit better with my jumps. So if we then screen transition again over to the left, what this lets us do is come up and reach this very secret room in the top of the chapter, and so the very first thing we're collecting today is the secret heart. Resurrections. So make our way back to the start of the chapter. Hopefully don't land on the golden strawberry by accident. So there's nothing to call out for a little while until we get a bit deeper in. So we'll just run through this as we like. Okay, so on this screen we have our very first red berry. It's down in the bottom right hand corner. Now if you are happy to take the regular route around the screen like that, you just need to work your way around to this block in the middle. When that falls down, just walk right and we have access to berry number 1. Continuing on with the chapter, we come to the screen where we are introduced to a part of you, or Badlin as she is known. Now on this screen we have a couple of berry. We have one berry we need to collect for the time being, and it's actually at the top of this dream block. So if we dash up through here, we get access to this secret berry. Collect it and dash down. So that's berry number 2. If we drop down to the bottom of this screen now, the very first thing we'll be wanting to do is dash down, and this gives us access to the cassette room. So again, just dash carefully through the dream block so it doesn't interact with the materialized block on the other side, and we can make our way around comfortably enough and collect the cassette to unlock the B side. And then we get brought back to the start of the room, so that's no problem there. Dash up this way. Then we want to dash oh, sorry. The way you're supposed to collect this, if you dash up this way, there we go, dash to the left, then we come to our first room with seeded berry. So the seeded berries will not be able to be collected until we collect all the berries, until we collect all the seeds. But the seeds, so we can collect the seeds like that by dashing through the dream blocks, but actually if we land, they will be collected. They will disappear. So you need to go without landing. You need to go through this dream block, this dream block. Oh, sorry, I landed. So this dream block, this dream block, this dream block, and then finally this dream block like that. And if we have all 3 seeds at the same time, we will get our strawberry. So this is, for me, this is berry number 3. It's the third berry in the chapter. And then it's quite easy to miss this. In the bottom left here, there's a crumbly block at the bottom, so we can break that, come through, and collect berry number 4. Make our way back where we came before. Up here, right. So the next berry we can actually see on the screen. So the way to collect this is to just dash down and then dash straight back up. So obviously there's spikes at the bottom, so do be careful. And that is berry number 5. And then before we go up, we want to dash right through here, and we get access to this berry here. So you just need to be careful with this block. So when it's moving, dash to the right along with that moving block, and you'll come through and you will collect berry number 6. Moving around, we come to this berry, so we just dash through. Excuse me. So we dash through and dash up like that, and then dash again without dying. So come up a bit higher, dash to the left, and then you can collect the berry like that. One useful technique which you'll be taught in the B side of this chapter is you can jump out of these dream blocks. So if you jump at the end of a dream block, you get a bit of extra distance and height. This makes this berry quite a bit easier to collect. But you don't actually need to do that dream jump. That is berry number 7. And then finally, just before we move on, you can actually see a little gap in the bottom of the screen here. So if you just dash down through this dream block, there's actually a hidden berry here, which is berry number 8. And then we get to move on with the rest of the chapter. So we come back up as we're supposed to do. And then here, normally you'd come up this this gap here. But before we do that, we just want to dash back up right through this dream block into this secret room here. Dash through this, climb back up, dash. Ooh, okay. So you want to dash, but then with this one you want to dash up right, and then up left, sorry, and then you can dash again through that block for berry number 9. Then we just continue on with the rest of the chapter as we're supposed to. So this is the start of the next checkpoint, and we get the we start to get chased by a part of you, or battling, depending on your preference. So the first berry, you can see, just requires a little bit of timing. So just take your time, dash up there, and just keep your eye on battling. The next one, we can see the berry there again. So we dash up, and then we dash through the block like that. Then we just need to be careful to navigate around the room slowly so that battling follows you, and you can get through safely like that. Alternatively, you can actually, in fact, let me just die. So if you're not so convinced about this bit, you can wait, and then you can do that. So that if you're worried about hitting battling on your way through, which I don't think you can, you know, you can take your time with that. There's nothing to collect in this screen or this screen. There actually is something to collect here. Don't know what I did there. Ignore me. So there's a berry at the top here, so we just want to be careful. Dash up, jump over, take your time. Battling will slow down and get out of your way. So it should be easy enough to collect if you're not trying to explain it to people at the same time. So dash up, jump over, fall down, and then you should be able to collect it safely like that. That is berry number 12. Okay, now this screen does have a hidden berry, so we want to come up here, but before we move on, we need to dash up through this gap. And this is berry number 13. We can just come back down here to restart the screen. Then down here, there's another berry, so we just need to be a bit careful with how we drop down there. So that's berry number 14, but I'll just show you. So the usual thing to do with this screen be to dash through here, dash up, and then if you grab this block, it falls and gives you an easier route to this. However, if you do that, you will cover the berry. So 2 dashes to the right will let you grab onto that wall. So dash twice to the right, grab this wall, not that block, and then jump over, wait for battling to get out of your way, and then dash over like that. So this screen has a cheeky berry. which you may have missed on your casual playthrough because it's a bit of a secret in order to get it. So if you dash through here, and then what you need to do is actually dash into this little cubby there, and that lets you walk around here and come down this way without activating this block, and that lets you get that berry like that, which is berry number 15. Ah, okay, I'm dead. So that's berry number 15. So don't stand on that block apparently. Excuse me while I die repeatedly. There's nothing else to collect on this screen. So we've got 2 more berries left in this checkpoint. And Badlin is no longer chasing us, which is nice. So on this screen, we've actually got both berries. Well, rather, we've got the route to both berries. So we stop in the middle, and what we want to do first is climb up, and then dash through this block. So jump up here, jump over to the left, and then diagonal dash your way around like that. Grab this berry, and then diagonal dash your way back down like that. Alternatively, if you dash up, you can then dash like that, like that, like that. But if you feel more confident about the diagonals, it is a bit quicker. Then once we come back here, so that was berry number 16, we dash all the way down through here. This brings us to a secret berry room, and we need to jump over here, jump off this, and then we can collect the berry like that. And then do the same thing to get back safely. And that is berries number 16 and 17, and that is all the berries in that checkpoint. So this is the last checkpoint. And you can't actually die in this checkpoint. So if you do have the golden berry, interestingly enough, it actually collects at the start. But anyway, so we're back in the same room as the previous 2 berries, just without the dream blocks this time. And actually, you can still see there is a hole at the top of the screen. And if we jump up here, it is a different berry room, but it is indeed a berry room. And this berry room is another winged berry, but interestingly, this one teaches you that you can dash and still grab the berry if you're quick enough. So we have to dash to grab that berry up there. So just make your way safely around the room without dashing. Grab this wall, jump, jump, and then dash into the berry. And as long as you're quick enough with your dash, you should be fine. And you will collect that berry happily enough. And anyway, and that was the very last collectible for that chapter. So I hope you found the video useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.